So hello my dear brothers and boys, what if I tell you that Mongolia can unite Russia? Oh, and Kaiserredux was successfully updated. We've got Mediterranean hotfix and I really wanna play it. Anyway, that's not the topic of our today's video. So in our today's campaign, Mongolian Khaganate is going to unite Russia, and our leader, our supreme leader, Roman von Ungern-Sternberg, isn't going to become mad. No, he won't become Chinggis Khan II. Today he will be in his mind. In the real life, Roman really wanted to re-establish not only the Mongolian Empire, but the Russian Empire too. So this pass has some logic at least. Oh yeah, and my two previous campaigns have fully fucked up. But I'll tell you about that a little bit later. And with that being said, boys, let's start our campaign, and as always, enjoy.
Answer the head bidding! Answer the head bidding! Answer the head bidding! Bidding!
A brief history of Mongolia. What about now? Of course, glory to Mongolia. So the only difference between Chinggis Khan II pass and pass of the restoration of the Russian Empire is this event, a charge against Gada Meiran. So if you wanna bring Chinggis Khan II, you need to choose the third option. But if you wanna play our today's pass, you need to choose the second option, and you can see the description. Ungern-Sternberg's rule will remain unchanged. Chinggis Khan II will not be an option. First things first. So I can truly recommend you to search the God of War and the left side of this focus tree line at the beginning of your Mongolian campaign. It doesn't matter, you play Mongolian Khaganate or you play Mongolian Empire or you bring the local Mongolians to the power, it doesn't fucking matter. Just look at the amount of the civilian factories, military factories, infrastructure and resources which you can get from these focuses, and it will take you only a year to search all of this stuff. Brudas, it worth it, really, it worth it. So spend your first year searching the left side of this focus tree line and gaining those resources. I don't know why, but I renamed our cavalry to the Mongolian electric cars. Yeah, that's gonna be the new icon of our cavalry. Boys, that looks insane, Mongolian electric cars. That is the best name not only for the cavalry but for the camelry too. Just imagine the electric camels. Wow. Forgot to tell you boys about the uniqueness of our state. So we are one of the biggest states in the whole Eurasia, but there is one small problem. Yeah, our size is great, but let's look at the amount of our population, and what do we see? Right, we see the population of 2 million people. Even in the Far Eastern Republic of Transamur, population is way bigger than ours. They've got like around 6 or 7 million people living right up here, and we've got 2 million people. And just imagine that the state with the 2 million people will unite the whole Russia, and we will destroy the fake Russian state. Oh wait, now it's the Russian Empire. At least something good has happened in our campaign, and Admiral Kolchak was murdered. Holy moly, KKK flag. And we truly need to play as the Black Revolt for the second time. And November 1937 we have finally aligned with Tibet, and from that moment I will join the war against the Ma clique and Sichuan clique to help them kick their asses. Oh yeah, they don't have much forces on my front line, so that is very bad for them. By the way, in 2 weeks I have captured their capital and most of their cities. There is only a few cities left and some pockets. And that all is gonna belong to me. Now let's deal with the Sichuan clique. And as always they are kinda stupid. You see that they have covered the whole front line, but as always we've got those two holes in Chengdu and Daxan. I don't fucking know those Chinese names, especially in English. The meaning of Malta. That is something new. Russians just seized Ulala and Minusinsk. They didn't even demand it, they just crossed the border and took it. Well, we've got no options except accepting it. I mean accepting. The funniest situation for today is that we've got two Russian empires. One Russian empire with Drozdovsky and another one with Romanov, Kirill Romanov. But each of them wants to restore the Russian empire under the Romanov's order. It's just Kaiserredux. Once I said about them, and on the next day the Russian empire declared war on the Russian empire. That's a real one, rise of the schizophrenia. Bro even sized to war. After many months of struggle, we finally did it, boys. We have capitulated Sichuan clique, and it's May 1938. As we all know, brudas, nothing has happened on Tiananmen Square in 1989, as well as nothing has happened in Uyghuristan. There we have just a cool summer camps for kids. Finally I will receive my 15 yuans for saying that, and I can finally afford myself a cup of rice. Bingelin. They didn't want to fight against me, they just became a puppet and they gave me my lands. Well, I didn't expect them, but I don't want to see them as my puppet, so I'll annex them. And of course I would like to destroy Tibet. I guess that now it is the best time to go and search our main focus tree line of reforming the Russian policy. With Baron Sternberg always seeing himself as a Russian first, let us look back to the rapidly changing Russian political landscape and change our policy on how we look at them. The second option decreases our stability, so we will ally with Russia once again. The Russians and Mongols have always been two brother peoples. So let us remain friendly with those across the border, for we never wish this friendship to end. I didn't tell you why am I playing Mongolia for this third time. So at my first campaign, Russia stayed as a republic, they have created Moscow Accord, and what do you think? United States have escaped the Civil War, and in year 1937 they decided, why don't we join the Moscow Accord? And after that my campaign was ruined. Cause you know, United States and Russia in one alliance, plus United States would be in the golden frame, so that would be unreal. And my second campaign was ruined because of the update of Hoyu 4 and Kaiserredux. But at least I gained some experience of playing as Mongolian Khaganate. That's good. Whoa, Russian Empire made a huge mistake because they decided to attack the Reichspakt. It's not a good idea, cause they didn't even finish the war against the Russian Empire, and now they have war on the three front lines. The best thing that I can do is to invade Russian Empire once I search this focus on my focus tree line. It will happen only in 1940, but I promise you, brudas, that's gonna be epic, and that's gonna be a great victory for the Mongolian Khaganate. Ukraine used such a great life hack. So they started the civil war and escaped the war against the Russians, which have conquered Kharkov and other Ukrainian cities. Jesus man, that is sick. Claim the Russian mantle. We must drive for Moscow and claim our rightful position as lords of Russia. Not since the Russian Civil War has our liege been in the lands of his people, but that soon shall change. We will power into eastern Siberia and cross the Urals until all of Russia is on our grasp. So the time has come to attack both Russian Empire and Russian Empire. Here we go, boys, that's gonna be sick. Now we are just entering the Central Asia, Siberia, our core states and Far East. Meanwhile, Russian Empire in the Far East has a huge problems with the manpower. So after destroying the main Russian Empire, we are going to destroy this Russian Empire. Illyrian Soviet Republic with Joseph Broz Tito in power of it. Nice! Who isn't gonna make it? Yes, fake Russian Empire isn't gonna make it. We are pushing forward to the Central Asia, we have conquered a good part of Siberia, and meanwhile we are doing pretty well even on the Far East. But capitulation of the Second Russian Empire isn't my main task right now. I'll finish them after winning the war against the First Russian Empire. We did it, boys, Russia has capitulated, And I guess that my first and main goal is gonna be to take Petrograd and Moscow, just to re-establish my own Russian Empire. So you see the results of this partition, and as you can see, we have even spread our influence right to the Europe, but Moscow and Petrograd has left as our enclaves. Yeah, maybe that's not the best partition, but still, we took a lot of lands and now we need to deal with the Russian Empire on the far east. And don't forget that they've got like no people at all, so that's gonna be interesting and easy. At that moment, I guess that the whole army of the fake Russian Empire is trapped in the 2 pockets. And now road to the Vladivostok is free. Oh yeah, so after taking Moscow, Petrograd and destroying Far Eastern Republic, we said that the Bloody Baron seizes the Russian mantle. Long live Regent Ungern Sternberg. Holy shit, so now we have debased Russian color, green one, and we also have changed our flag. And Mad Baron have changed his appearance. He said goodbye to his beard and now he has only his great mustache. And we've got here the fate of the Mongol lands. And hell no man, we won't establish the Bogd Khan and his own Mongolia. Hell no man. Everything started from Mongolia and everything will end on Mongolia. Mongolia is a rightful part of Russia and it is the heartland of Russia. Religious policy of the empire. I would like to favor the true Church of Christ. The one true Tsar with one issue. We shall search from Kamchatka to Dwinsk, for we must find our Tsar. That's about Tsar Mikhail, who has the same name as I have, or just Michael in English. So yeah, when Nicholas abdicated the throne, Michael or Mikhail was named as the official successor of it, but he was never coronated. And like most of people doesn't even know what did happen with him in this universe. Like everyone knows what did happen with the Nicholas II, but Mikhail II and his fate is unknown. Well, he was killed, but most of people doesn't even know that that has happened here, so many people still want to find Nicholas II and Mikhail II. On many pictures you can see Ungern with flag with letter M that symbolizes the Tsar Mikhail II. I didn't expect to see that, but we also choose the fate of the Eurasianist party. And I guess that with our ideology, with our fundamental sense that we used to build up this new Russian Empire, we should really invite Prince Trubetskoy to personally direct our foreign policy. Really it is about the future of the throne. 3 options, again. So we can crown Mikhail II, we can remain as an eternal regent our great man Ungern Sternberg, or we can call the Zemsky Sabor. Let's choose the first option, see what will happen, and then we'll go right to the third option. Oh well, it's just Mikhail II. If we take back our event, we can see that, well, it's not even the real one Mikhail II, cause the real one Mikhail II is around 65-66 years old, he would be this time, so no, it's not him, it's just his Margentic son. That's kinda boring, so instead of doing this, we will do this. Come on, who needs the Margentic son? This event is so huge that we can't even fit this to our screen. We've got 4 options: Wrangel Dynasty, Yusupov Dynasty, House of Drozdovsky, or to crown a Romanov. The funniest thing for me is that Mikhail Drozdovsky, a Russian general, can also become Mikhail II, but from House of Drozdovsky instead of House of Romanov, but we need to get back Romanov Dynasty. So we will choose the 4th option, which you can't obviously see. And there we've got 5 options: Andrei I, Vladimir III, Dmitry III, Mikhail II, but I wanna see other Romanovs. Let it be Roman I. I didn't see this man, but he looks kinda normal. Whoa, I finally did it. Okay, so after picking Roman, I understood that, holy shit, I could crown Roman von Ungern Sternberg too. because I forgot about a few more options. We've got like 5th option and 6 options. We can also crown Muhammad Ali Khan as Vladimir III. I wanna see this option too, but first we need to see Roman von Ungern-Sternberg as our new Emperor of Russia. Oh my god, now Roman looks so intelligent. For real. The Mad Tsar. Holy shit, it's so freaking based. Mad Tsar. Not even the Mad Baron. Can't even imagine what he could do with the Germans and what could he do if he had a nuclear weapon. That would be insane. Put the like on this video for this such a nice and detailed portrait. Remember this dude from the Turkestan? Yeah, it's him. And now he is an Emperor of Russia. Yeah. You know what? Mongolian reunification of Russia is one of the sickest way to reunite Russia. For real, one of the most interesting ways to reunite Russia. And of course one of the hardest. Don't forget that you will also open this such a nice focus through line of industrializing Russia and also of Russian expansionism. You can conquer everything: Bessarabia, Ukraine, Belarus, Finland, Transcaucasia, and even India, Afghanistan, Iran, and other stuff. A new weapon, specially for Roman von Ungern-Sternberg. Boys, this is so juicy. I can truly recommend to everyone to play this pass at least one time.